Good, I'll say afternoon, late morning from the Flying Can Ranch in Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. I told a couple of my viewers on the comment section I had something interesting from back in the day. It's been really crazy around here this week. A lot of rain. I've been having to wear like water boots to get out to the shot range where I shoot the rifles at. And another review of mine, Mr. Gonzalez, he's further south than me, really getting hit pretty good, works for the highway department. He said it's been pretty bad. But I promised I want to talk about from something back in the day, and was wanting to get my hands on with these for some time, and finally kind of came across it in a kind of funny way. We're going to talk about it right here today because I got more than I expected. So I probably gave more for this than what it's really worth, but we'll show you. Caused a lot of memories to some people. Look what I found. Right here in the box. Whoop. So we're gonna very carefully set this down, and we're gonna get the lid off. And I got the original owner's manual with it. Look at this, right in the box, right in the plastic, and it's really cool. I'll show you something really cool because they didn't get burned out. I remember how they came like this. I can get my stupid fingernail to get it out of here. Come on. I remember when they used to sell these at the Wilco store. Was a little package that came in the box complete with the darts and the little 177 caliber pellets. So moving right along, we're going to get this out. We're going to kind of put the box back together and kind of just set that right there very carefully because I don't want anything to get tore up. So what you got here in my hand was what was known as a Marksman repeater. Now this started out, and I want to give you a brief history, as a 1010. So to break it down to you, we'll flip this around real quick. This company actually started out as the Morton H. Harris Inc. And they were out of Beverly Hills, California. And then they ended up in Terrence. And that's where they were putting out underneath the Marksman name. And then there was a lot of different configurations, and this is why I'm real turned on about this. And these things were getting out at about, started in 55 with the MP version. And then later on they went to the MPR, which is the Marksman Pistol Repeater. So the original one just shot the pellets and the little darts out of it. And then came the BB Repeater. And I'll show you what they mean by that in a minute. And it just went around, and then later on it started coming out, now this one appears to be the all-metal version, I'm guessing around the 50s era. Then they started putting like the little plastic trigger on it. Then later on they came out with a Model 2000, which the slide was all plastic, this was plastic, and this was some kind of a, looked like chrome or whatever it was. So they kind of worked where you got that little piece there on the side, and you could push that down and that releases the slide, and then you could just rack it back, and then of course you had to slam it forward till it locked, which in turn freed this up where you could load your pellets. And then if you look very closely, there's a chamber way at the top to put the BBs in, and it didn't really work real well. Now, one of the funny things about these is they probably pushed out, I'm guessing about 150, if you were lucky, feet per second, maybe 200. A lot of people claim that if you were shooting at a box with it, the pellet would bounce off the box, depending on the distance you were running at with it. It was a fixed sight configuration. Like I said, this one's the all metal. And when we were kids, this had a lot of weight to it. As a matter of fact, we're going to check this real quick. You can tell that's all it's got. I mean, and I've worked with it a little bit. But when we were kids, it was heavy. We thought they were really cool. I'm not going to lie to you. There was a couple of us that actually, and I think there's something else about this I want to try real quick, in case I forgot it. Yeah, there's a little safety right there at the bottom. Actually, it sounds pretty positive. So, but we were kids. This was kind of the cat's meow. There was another thing that came out, and I believe Daisy made it. And it was a little, and I'm trying to get my hands on one of these. It was a little pistol. It looked sort of like a revolver, and it had a shroud underneath the barrel. It looked like an old Western 6-shooter. Yeah, and you pull a little shroud off, and there was a CO2 holder right there. And I'll be honest with you, for the life of me, I don't remember how it loaded. I know they came in sort of a regular black version, and then there was sort of a smoked gray. And someday I'll tell you a story about the smoked gray one I had. I was very young, and it's not a very happy story, but at any rate, all right, I'll tell it to you right now. I had one when I was a kid, and I was walking around. I mean, I'm way back in grade school, and my mom, you know, kind of helped me get it. And I made a ruminary holster, and we lived in Denver at the time, actually Aurora, Colorado. I was down by this creek bed, you know, acting like I was hunting, you know, cowboy, whatever. And then I happened to reach down. I was by these railroad tracks, and my little air gun was gone. It just wasn't in the holster. It fell out, and I looked and I looked and I looked, and a guy came along on a dirt bike, and he helped me look for several hours. Never found it. I swear to God, I went home, cried my eyes out. And the way my parents saw it, if you lost it, means you couldn't take care of it, and you don't get another one. So I never did get another one. Kind of a sad tale, but a little bit of air gun history from my point of view. I did too, but crazy time. But I really want to get my hands on one of these. I wanted to share with you guys. Some of you guys around my age had one of these, and are probably going, oh, wow. It's really, like I said, it's not very powerful. And if you give me a second here, just for fun, hold on here, hold that thought. Just for fun. Just for fun. We'll just slap a little. Yeah, we'll grab a couple of them. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? I've got some cans sitting back over here. I've got a couple of just a little wad cutters. Ooh, I don't know what that was. We'll drop it down in there. I got some cans hanging up behind me. There it went. Let's see if I can actually hit one of them. Have a day. Put a pretty good dent in it. So, you know, if it wasn't for the grass, I would. But it's still working. I mean, it's popping it out there. All right, we're going to do this one more time. I know you can't see it. Hell, I don't know. I might even do a shooting review with this thing. I'm not kidding you. I wasn't going to, but I might, just for fun. It's a little hard to get that in there. The door's a little flimsy on it. We'll try one more time. I'm going to have it set up. Uh-oh. Still in there. Yeah, that's the thing that happens every now and then. I don't know. You gotta really make sure you get that slide in there good and tight. And I'm gonna do one more. Like I said, we might do a shooting video out of this. Look at that can. I'd have more power than I remember. At any rate, there you go. I'm sorry I wore you guys out here. Marksman 1010. Got it in the box. Really tripped out. Got the old manual. Got the really cool pictures on it. I mean, that looks like 1950s if you ever saw it. And just a little fold-out manual, kind of like so. Came with it. Yeah, I was just really happy to get it. I really was. I've been wanting to get my hands on one. Like I said, I maybe probably gave too much for it, but I want to share that with you. And that's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch. So, boop. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I was actually going to go do some squats today. I got a little catch on my back from yesterday. I did some back workout. I did some tricep workout, you know, trying to get back in the swing of things. I might go into something else today, but neither here nor there. Enjoy your day. Like I said, I might put together a shooting video. Who knows? Later.